want to move and talk about cyber, because if you were watching our program yesterday, things did get a little bit spicy here on the halftime report. A debate about Palo Alto Networks. Stephanie Link, long the name and has been buying more. Malcolm Etheridge selling it and telling us why.
When you look at a company like Palo Alto, where 50 to 60% of their revenues comes from the federal sector, that's scary to me.
There's no way this administration is cutting anything in cybersecurity.
They were just on Congress defending their stance to cut the budget by $500 billion.
They can't afford to. They can't afford to. There's no way they'll find other places to cut.
I agree with you that they should not, but I believe that they will.
I like that.
All right, well.
I like that.
Well, I don't know what you're going to think about this. Oh. Palo Alto CEO Nikesh Arora, he saw that debate. He responded and refuted Malcolm's key claim in a post last night on LinkedIn, saying, quote, "I don't care if people sell our stock, but please ensure your guests know their facts. We are not 50% reliant on the Fed. How's 5%? Have discussed de-risking our Fed business in both earnings calls. We're not only on-prem. We crossed $5 billion in next-generation security, all delivered through the cloud. One of our fastest-growing businesses is Zero Trust. We might know a thing or two. We are platformizing our way not just into customers' hearts, also into their cybersecurity budgets. Our largest deal this quarter was $90 million. Here's the key point to be made, and where I think we had some issues with what Malcolm had to say. 50% of government spending on cyber goes to Palo Alto. 50% of what the government spends on cyber goes to Palo Alto. Not that Palo Alto itself relies on the government for 50 to 60% of its billings. What percentage of Palo Alto's total billings come from government? In Q3, the company reported single digits. And you saw what Nikesh Arora himself said in his own words was 5%. Yes, there have been concerns about slowdowns in billings in prior quarters, including from the government, but the numbers were way off. And the facts matter. They matter to you, matter to us, matter to the companies we talk about. I wanted to get that cleared up. All of that, as I go to Bryn to talk about the cyber ETF, we don't have to talk about Palo Alto because you don't own it individually, but you do like these stocks.
Oh, yeah. So Steph won on that one, on that little debate. So go Steph. Yeah, I think this is a secular grower. And it's that if you look at areas, you have AI, you have cybersecurity. Where else are you going to get this consistent secular growth rate? Cybersecurity. So I just think this is a global trend. It's not slowing down. And so I like owning the basket of names because like CrowdStrike will do well. Okta had a bad day the other day, but then Palo Alto will run about. So I can own, I feel like, a larger size position because I own the basket. But this is a secular growing trend that's not going away. So I just think buy the basket, let it run in your portfolio, and call it a day.
On my best stocks in the market list, we talked about Zscaler a couple of weeks back. The stock still looks phenomenal. It's hanging high right by 52-week highs right now. And of course, the name that I own that I think is the dominant player in the space for years to come, CrowdStrike, which just made a new record high yesterday and seems to be doing that a lot lately. There's like a lot of different ways to win. I agree with Bryn. I've just chosen to pick the one that I think is going to basically be the biggest name in the space, and I'm not changing that strategy.
Okay. So.